Okay, hello everybody. We're gonna read chapter 1, and this is called The Four Hungry Children. One warm night, four children stood in the front of the bakery. No one knew them. No one knew where they came from. The baker's wife saw them first as they stood looking at the window of her store. The little boy was looking at the cakes, the big boy was looking at the loaves of bread, and the two girls were looking at the cookies. Now the baker's wife did not like children. She did not like boys at all. So she came to the front of the bakery and listened, looking very cross. "The cake is good, Jesse," the little boy said. He was about 5 years old. "Yes, Benny," said the big girl, "but bread is better for you, isn't it, Henry?" "I like bread best anyway," said Violet. She was about 10 years old, and she had pretty brown hair and brown eyes. "That is just like you, Violet," said Henry, smiling at her. "Let's go to the bakery. Maybe they will let us stay here for the night." The baker's wife looked at them as they came in. "I want 3 loaves of bread, please," said Jessie. She smiled politely at the woman, but the woman did not smile. She looked at Henry and as he put his hand in his pocket for money. She looked cross. That's one of our words. Cross is gonna be one of our words. So just call him cross. But she sold him the bread. "Will you let us stay here the night?" Jessie asked. "We could sleep on the benches, and tomorrow we would help you wash the dishes for you." Now the woman liked this. She did not like to wash dishes very well. She would like to have a big boy to help her with her work. "Where are your father and mother?" she asked. "They are dead," said Henry. "We have a grandfather in Greenfield, but we don't like him," said Benny. Jessie put her mouth over the little boy's put her hand over the little boy's mouth before he could say any more. "Oh, Benny." "No!" "Oh, Benny, keep still," she said. "Why don't you like your grandfather?" asked the woman. "He is our father's father, and we don't like our mother."
Mire.
And we did not like.
Mire cómo estoy comiendo yo. Arroz, tienes... No, yo le estoy enseñando. Sí. Hablando con su brother. Venga, mamá.
Okay, sorry about that. We don't like. "Oh, Benny, keep still," she said. "Why don't you like your grandfather?" asked the woman. Okay. Did you ever see him?" "No," answered Henry. Then why do you think he'd be mean to you?" asked the woman. "Well, he never came to see us," said Henry. "He doesn't like us at all. Where do you live before you came here?" asked the woman. Not one of the 4 children would tell her. "We'll get along all right," said Jessie. "We want to stay here only for one night." "You may stay here tonight," said the woman at last, "and tomorrow we'll see what we can do." Henry thanked her politely. We are all pretty tired and hungry," he said. The children sat down on the floor. Henry cut one of the loaves of bread into 4 pieces with his knife, and the children began to eat. "Delicious," said Henry. Well, I never," said the woman. She went into the next room and shut the door. "I'm glad she's gone," remarked. Remarked one of her other words. "Comment that too," remarked Benny. Eating. She doesn't like us." "Shh, Benny," said Jessie. "She's good to let us sleep here." After supper, the children lay down on their red benches, and Violet and Benny soon went to sleep. But Jesse and Henry could hear the woman talking to the baker. She said, "I'll keep the 3 older children. They can help me, but the little boy must go to the children's home. He is too little. I cannot take care of him." The baker answered, "Very well, tomorrow I'll take the little boy to the children's home. We'll keep the others for a while, but we must take them. Yet we must make them tell us who their grandfather is." Jesse and Henry waited until the baker and his wife were gone to bed. They sat up in the dark. "Oh, Henry," whispered Jesse, "let's run away from here." "Yes, indeed," said Henry. "We'll never let Benny go to children's home. Never, never. We must be far away by the morning, or they will find us. But we must not leave any of our things out here." Jesse sat thinking. "Our clothes and a cake of soap and towels are in the laundry bag," she said. "Violet has her little work bag, and we still have 2 loaves of bread left. Have you your knife and the money?" "Yes," said Henry. "I must have $4. You must carry Benny," said Jesse. "He will cry if we wake him up. But I'll wake up Violet." "Shh, Violet, come. We are going to run away again. If we don't run away, the baker will take Benny to a children's home in the morning." The little girl woke up at once. She sat up and rolled off the bench. She did not make any noise. "What shall we do?" she whispered softly. "Carry this," said Jesse. She gave her the work bag. Jesse put the 2 loaves of bread into the laundry bag, and then she looked around at the room. "All right," she said to Henry, "take Benny now." Henry took Benny in his arms and carried him to the door of the bakery. Jesse took the laundry bag and opened the door softly. All the children went out quietly. They did not say a word. Jesse shut the door, and then they all listened. Everything was very quiet, so Fortune went down the street. So guys, that was chapter 1. And tomorrow I'm gonna read chapter 2. Chapter 2 is Night is Turned into Day. Bye.